Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready for God's Recording Podcast. The God's Recording Podcast. The God's Recording Podcast. The God's Recording Podcast.
I was glad when they said unto me, let us go into the house of the Lord. Psalm 122.
What's up, my brothers and sisters in Christ? This is Reverend Bertram, BJ Major, and I welcome each and every single one of you to a brand new episode of the God's Recording Podcast. I'm not going to sit right here and just talk. I'm just going to go ahead and just tell it like it is. I am so happy that this is finally here because I've been talking about it since October. The second annual Our Words Matter Black Authors Expo. Tomorrow. Y'all hear me? Tomorrow. Not next Saturday. Not next month. But tomorrow, November 8th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. from the Almond Branch Baptist Church in Aiken, South Carolina. Now, I need you all to go ahead, screenshot this, go ahead and share this with other people, other authors, and people you know who love books. Send it to them. Go on ahead and send it to them because it's about to be a time tomorrow morning and afternoon. You are not going to want to miss it. And also, the God's Recording Podcast will be live tomorrow. Y'all excuse that Friday. That's a little typo. Y'all know I mentioned my typos on the, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. Remember, Jesus is the only perfect person. Y'all see how I turned that around. But anyways, tomorrow I will be live at 11:30 a.m. just for a little while. I'll be live from the second annual Our Words Matter Black Authors Expo. Y'all are not going to miss that episode. Trust and believe. It's definitely going to be a time on tomorrow. And y'all, I am so excited tonight because guess what? I have the visionary behind this wonderful expo. Y'all may remember her from last year because I had her on the day before last year's book expo, and she's here with me the day before this year's expo. She's a author herself. She's a podcaster. Let me tell you, she just got a lot going on. This woman is doing everything. I tell you, I want to be like her when I grow up. But anyways, please welcome back to the God's Recording Podcast, Miss Deborah Jefferson. Welcome back.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much. And I love that intro.
Yes, I tell y'all, I tell this story every time she's on here. The way we met, she was selling insurance.
I ain't nothing about books.
Yeah, I had my stand for my books, and every vendor had to really make a basket for a giveaway. So I made a basket, I believe, with all my books and some candy and different things. And my basket was the first one chosen for the person to get, and the person who got it was Miss Deborah. And we exchanged information, and next thing you know it, here we are. Right. 2 years after that. Wow.
Yes. Wow. Time flies.
Years. And I mean, since we connected, I saw her post about the first annual Black Authors Expo. And I always tell people the devil tried to prevent last year's from happening in so many shape forms. I mean, when I tell you, I said, okay, now I've been praying, but now I got to go to war because this thing going to happen. Thing going to happen. And it's such a wonderful expo. I mean, I think the number one thing I noticed about it last year was it was such a great, awesome atmosphere, community. It was no competition. Everybody was loving on everybody, supporting everybody. I want you to go more in depth about this expo, what it's all about, and what's the vision behind it.
I sure will. Thank you. And again, thank you so much for that warm welcome. And I love your enthusiasm. But yes, I'm still getting used to being called a visionary. because I just like, Lord, let me do something for my community, okay? And he gave it to me. But okay, as I've shared many times before, there was is a news episode where a cousin of mine actually sent me the article because she knew I was an author, and there was a school in Miami where the school, they sent home permission slips for the kids to have signed by their parents for them to read a book by an African American author. And that just blew my mind because this day and age, we're in the 2000s, and I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Like, this type of stuff should not be still happening, especially in, the times that we're in, and like I said, being an author and a Black woman, a mother, a grandmother, that just really didn't sit right with me. And so I prayed about it, and the Lord, I asked him, Lord, what can I do? What can I do for my community? What can I do to, to change this, and he laid on my heart to plan the author expo, the Black Author Expo. So, and there we have it. And he gave me a name, Our Words Matter. Like, literally, he gave it to me all. And here we are. The second one will be tomorrow.
Yeah, and and that's something I've been saying during all these interviews. It's so wonderful to go to an expo, author expo, and see people that look like me.
Yes, exactly.
And I think a lot of people miss what I'm saying. Is that, I can remember growing up, not knowing or seeing a whole lot of Black authors, not in person.
Right.
A whole lot of authors being talked about in school like it is in today's time, and now we just got a plethora of them. And I remember someone recommended that I should be a part of book conventions and stuff like that, but I didn't know of any at the time when my first book came out, and I'm like, but I don't know nothing. And this really, like I told you privately, this is a dream come true for me. This is a prayer being answered, this expo, because it's not only a time for me to share my books, but also to get to know other authors and hear other testimonies and stories and see different kind of books and stuff. I don't have to go on Amazon just to buy books. I can just buy, books. And I know I'm gonna go broke tomorrow.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, but, it's a wonderful atmosphere. And I want to also tell you all about, I knew this year was going to be bigger because last year it was so much going on. I mean, I was like, is it going to be enough room up here? Because there's so many people coming, the excitement and everything. The reason I'm going to be so short tomorrow, y'all, is because I want to be a part of the festivities.
That's right. Exactly.
So y'all gonna get the shortest episode of my podcast tomorrow. I'm just gonna go on, tell y'all to come on, and that's gonna be it because it's really a time. And also, like I said, she's a podcaster and an author herself. She got a lot going on. So I'm not gonna go one by one, say name this, talk about this, and I'm gonna just give her this time to talk about what she got going on, because the one thing she gonna talk about, it made me smile when I read it.
Thank you so much. Like I said, I love your energy. But yes, I'll talk about that first, your favorite. But yes, well, many of you know that I do have the YouTube channel, Hairbed's Thoughts, and I've been doing the author interviews as well for the featured authors. And I've also had a previous season of a show entitled Sharing Your Story, which I actually started the previous year when I went to another author expo, and I was offered the opportunity to interview the authors. So I continued that on with other authors. This was called Sharing Your Story, and it's up on my Hairbed's Thoughts YouTube channel. So I've been thinking about it. I don't have a bunch of different, podcasts on there and things like that. So I prayed about it again, as always. And so now it's going to be called the Our Words Matter podcast. So for authors to come on and share their story. And during the expo each year, we'll have the featured author expos, series, of course. And I'm pretty sure the God's Recording will be a part of that again as well for next year. And so, but we're going to be having a lot of changes as we go on moving forward into the next year as well. And I'll be releasing all of those. But also, like I said, that season will be starting up. I'm going to release for guests to, if they would like to sign up, I'll be releasing that this week and hitting on, sharing that information. And also, I about to lose my train of thought. It's like it's all the excitement really in my brain. But I wanted to share this bit of information. I am going to be doing an anthology project. That Lord's been laying it on my heart, and I've been, going behind the scenes and doing a little, tweaking everything and making sure that I get everything just right. And I am going to be doing an anthology. It's a relationship anthology where you can do poetry or you can write a short story about something that you've been through. So I'm going to be releasing that soon after the expo, for authors to sign up for that. Probably take 12 to 15 authors that can sign up for that project as well. And of course, I'll be sharing more information on how the process works for that. But feel free to, like I said, stay tuned to all things Deborah Jefferson and Harriet's Thoughts and Our Words Matter for all that information as well. And all those things that are coming up. And then also my books, of course. And I do have a new book, a new collection of poetry. I have the author copy, and I'm praying that Zon, that our famous Amazon, has my books here in time. So should be here later today. But this is the author copy. This is Still I Bloom, and it is poems of healing, becoming, and quiet strength. And I wrote that book over the past year or so, just still learning about life. And really, honestly, I wrote that book after coming out of this book. And many of you all know this is my memoir, A Rose Wrapped in Thorns, about a toxic relationship that I entered into after my divorce. It was roughly a year. And went through a whirlwind of things. So that's what's going on with that. And I just really poured my heart out. The Lord said, poetry wasn't going to do it justice. So I actually, wrote it out, and to show people that, you can go, you never know what you're going to go through, because I never thought I would go through all that stuff in my 40s. Okay. In my big age of my 40s. Okay. Never thought in a million years. And then this is also an author copy, but I have others. But this is actually what started my writing career. Actually, this is Whirlwind Full of Emotions, and this is a collection of poetry. And it's short and sweet, but everything that I was feeling, and I'll tell you everything I was feeling going through a divorce of over 20 plus years, where in the beginning of it, I poured out my heart. Everything I felt, I put it in this little book. It's a little book, but it packed a lot of power, And that started it, and so from then on, led me, I just kind of like took my time, didn't really know much about selling books, to be honest. I posted on Facebook here and there. I don't even think I ordered any author copies for a long time. In my mind, all of us gonna sell on Amazon. We have these dreams and visions and stuff, so here is like I say, after I transitioned from Whirlwind Full of Emotions, then this led me to Burst of Emotions. And this is also a collection of poetry. And I actually took my time with this one. I want to say like 2 to 3 years, because this was me coming into figuring out who Deborah was. Deborah Jefferson, to be exact, where I was Deborah Burnett I was Deborah Burnett from the age of 20 to about 43, I believe it was. So I didn't know who Deborah Jefferson was. So, and I wrote about all the experiences I learned about people, I want to say dating, friendships, all the things, being a single mom. My youngest was a teenager. I was a grandmother, at the time, just right as the divorce was happening, grandbaby came. So it just was a lot of firsts that I went through. And so I wrote about it. Everything I wrote about it in poetry format. That's my first love, is poetry. And I just share my thoughts and experiences in that book. And there we go. And like I said, that led me into the last one, which is the Still I Bloom, And this book has just been me, again, still learning about myself and growing, because we're all continuously growing and healing, on our journeys through life. As long as we're still living, we're still learning and growing. And so I wrote about that, and those experiences in that book. Yes.
Wow. And we kind of had similar thing. My first book was based on my first divorce and stuff.
Right.
You know, so I feel you on that. You know, I never imagined the first book was gonna be about, you know, how I found peace in God after, you know, my yes, all that is amazing and stuff. So I need you all to come. If y'all could, let me say this: if y'all could come tomorrow,
come tomorrow.
Yeah, come tomorrow. I was about to say go ahead on online and get her books, but no. If you watching this right now, and purchase not only her books, but look, it's gonna be a whole room full of people there.
Yes,
a room full of people, and I'm telling you all this. And also, I want to announce real quick before I forget. Support Miss Carmelita Freeman.
Yes.
That's another reason I won't be short, because she's gonna be talking with the authors during the show. So I want to get out the way because I want to watch.
Yes.
I'm one of the authors too, so I want to make sure I'm ready as well. So y'all support her and keep up with all she got going on too. And well, tomorrow at my table, I will be having what I call God's recording encouragement bags.
Okay.
Different things in there, including 2 CD copies of the God's Recording podcast. One from the present. You're going to get an old school God's Recording style episode from 2025 in that bag. And also, you're going to get a past episode of God's Recording from 2007.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be at my table on tomorrow. So I wanted to throw that out there before I forget. Y'all can see it's a lot going to be going on tomorrow.
Yes, it is.
Just talking about what God has done in our life as authors, but there's so much more to learn with other authors. And I mean, yeah, it's really a family outing. It's a family outing. Bring your children. As a young man who was told at a young age by God that he was going to be an author, stuff like this matters. I'll never forget my elementary school principal giving students a chance to read their writings over the intercom on Wednesday afternoons. And that helped me to get to this point. Let this expo bless not only you, but your children to follow their dreams and goals, to see that they words do matter.
Yes, they do.
So, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, when you were mentioning about the children, we do have several of the authors do have children's books available as well. So yes, parents, bring out your children. You know, there's something for everybody at this expo. Of course, we're going to have some good food by Dreamland Eatery. So y'all come on out, community members. We're going to have Emoji Village there as well. We're going to have Heirs Property. They'll be there as well. So y'all come on out. This is a community event. There's no charge to attend the event. Come on out at Almond Branch Baptist Church in Aiken, South Carolina. It's near Eustis Park, and the Leslie Price Center is up the hill from there. So it's easy to find. So come on out and support you guys. We're ready for you. We are ready for you.
And I also got to give a shout to my children.
Yes.
Sugar and Sunshine, they will be having their own vendors table, keychains, and some other things going on this year. So I had to give my own kids a shout.
Yes, that's right. They were a hit last year. I know.
They were. So, and they are looking forward to it this year. And we're gonna be at a church this year. So let me go ahead and tell you all this. I'm a preacher. Don't start. Nothing won't be nothing. I'm trying to get off of here tomorrow.
That's right.
If y'all watching this, don't start. Don't get me after that podcast tomorrow.
Don't start nothing.
we gotta move on tomorrow. I don't got time to do job, but God is always good. He's worthy of the praise. Miss Deborah, you have anything else you would like to share at this time?
I want to again thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to have me on here. I appreciate that, all the love and support that you've shown, you and your family, you and Mrs. Major. I know she stays behind the scenes. I can't wait to see her tomorrow and the new little one tomorrow with all of you. But yes, again, thank you so much for having me on your show. And I appreciate everything. And you guys, like you heard him, come out, support. We're going to have good authors, books, food, fun, giveaways. So it's a lot of stuff going to be going on tomorrow. So y'all do not want to miss it. So come on out. Come on out. It's from 11 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah. And about my son, I'm gonna give a little little thing about last year. I found out the day before last year's expo that my wife was expected with our son. So I was to have at the expo last year, but nobody knew why. But yeah, I'm here to tell y'all she is not pregnant this year. Okay,
Right, not this year, right?
this year.
No,
Okay?
Lord.
Yeah, no, we are busy with this one. But one more time, the flyer is right there. Go ahead and screenshot it and share it. And if you got groups that you're part of, sharing the groups, all that stuff, we want to see. We want to have a packed house on tomorrow. Just a good time of laughter, fun, networking, a whole bunch of stuff. So
yes,
that's what all I got to say to you all tonight. Join me tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. for the God's Recording Podcast live from the Our Words Matter Black Authors Expo. Remember, if you blink, you're going to miss it because I ain't going to be on that long.
right.
Y'all tune in directly at 11:30 because I'm going to get on there. I got to say, show y'all what's going on, and we're going to say, blessed be the times and go on by business. So
that's right.
I love you all. Y'all know I love to have fun, but that is it for today. I love you all so very much, and I cannot wait to see you all on tomorrow at the second annual Our Words Matter. I just love saying that title.
Yes.
Our Words Matter Black Authors Expo. That's it for me. I see y'all tomorrow. Until then, this is Reverend Bertram, BJ Major, signing off, telling you all to stay great, stay safe, and be blessed.